Alright, lekker good day mense and welcome to another SA Lawn video. Pipes, fittings, plumbing, it's all gonna happen today on a flippin' coldish 1st of August here in Johannesburg. My goeie genade, I can cut glass with my nipples again, guys. It is a bit of a nie so lekker dag nie. Welcome. Okay, lekker mense, so it's cold. We know that. Let me just bring you up to date with where we are. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I've built a retaining wall. Let me show you what we're busy with now. I need to still finish the walkway up here. I think I'm going to do paving and those type of things. And let me just show you what we are going to do now. Okay, so on the inside of my yard, I've got two pipes going out here. This one right here on the left-hand side is going to the left-hand side where the walkway is. And that one right there is going straight out to the street. So that'll take storm water and dump it in the street instead of gathering here, running all the way through there, flooding the gate motor and then running into the street. The other one on the left hand side that's going to the walkway is the one that my pipes are going to run in. Okay, now that's a good thing because that'll probably allow me to do more piping stuff in the future. Now I've already got a pressurized line here with borehole water only. This one is not supplying municipal water, it's only got borehole water. So the borehole is pumped into my Jojo tank and then from the Jojo tank it's pumped to here. And now this high pressure line is going to go in there and run through the pipe. It's going to come in this pipe, run all the way here, which is far too long. And then we're going to have some sort of a valve there. Well, that's a plan. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm not 100% sure if this HDPE pipe or this high density pipe will bend through all that. That's why I put a 45 there, because that's the parts that's going to bend the most difficult. I don't know. Let's just see if it works. Hey, right. Oh, yes. Near. Leave a lot. Righto. So 1, 2. I've got 3 bits of this 1-inch pipe here, and I do not think that the longest one of the lot is going to be long enough, to be honest with you. I think it's this one. Well guys, I've gotten it that far. I'm not sure if I'm through, but I'm going to go have a look. Well, would you look at that? Right, so I'm going to put off my pump here and the feed from the Jojo tank. Let's put an elbow on this and get my key valve in here. So I've got 2 options here, guys. I could either use this key valve, which I think this is a 20 millimeter screw tip there, plus a fitting like this with a female side that fits onto the pipe. Or I can just use the elbow, which straight has the female side in it. And I think height-wise, this is just going to make more sense. Just have a look at that. Guys, I'm not going to show this everywhere, but these fittings are awesome. That works with the high density plastic pipes. So you basically get this thing that grabs onto the pipe that keeps it from blowing out. And this goes onto the pipe. So your screw bit, and this one comes over like that. Don't push it too far. And then this one, this part here, has got a rubber O-ring in there, which makes, I would assume, most of the sealing work. That keeps the water from squirting out. You have to feel this one really go in. You need some pressure, but like that, it goes in nice and smooth. And then you can tighten this up. And strictly speaking, when you've tightened this properly, this pipe shouldn't leak, even under pressures of 5 or 6 bars. I'm using a bit of plumber's tape on this, just to try and get a bit of a better seal. And the reason for that is this pipe is constantly going to be under pressure, and that pump is quite strong, so it really has got a static pressure of about 6.5 bars, guys. I'm going to pull the pipe from the inside now to try and get this one in. Guys, I'm not even 100% sure how I'm going to cover all of this, but one thing I do know is would prefer to keep it in a casing like this, even though this is definitely not necessary. The only thing is I'm really going to come out here, dig, do gardening, especially this area, that area, a lot of lawning, hopefully not dig as deep, but it's definitely not necessary to put this pipe in another casing like I've done here. I just feel it's a little bit more secure. And if I need to replace something in here, it would be quite easy. Let's say if something leaks, I can really just disconnect and pull the entire pipe out. Right, now let's talk about the type of valve I'm using. It's one that I really don't like to use. And the reason for that is all my water outlets is normal water taps that you screw open, and it's got the hose pipe fitted to it. This hasn't. The only reason why I'm using it outside here is so that people from the street cannot come and use my water, which I really don't like, because people will, I know the street surfers they will come and open this thing and they won't close it properly, and my pump will be running all the time. So I really need to go with something that they can't activate unless they've got the key that fits into that thing. I must say one thing with these valves I think they're also called turf valves, to be honest with you, and they're great when you want to use them in the middle of your lawn, because they can really sit below the soil or at the soil level. Let me not say below the level, at soil level, and then you can just flip this cap open and you can push your hose pipe in here. So really when you close it up, the mower can run over here without harming it, those type of things, and there's no real valve to open here. It's a push thing that goes down and everything sits below the soil. Alright guys, I'm just going to quickly explain what's happening here. So on the right hand side where the storm water is going through, I'm going to put a gully head there. Then after all of that, I'm going to fill it back in with concrete. On this part here that takes the pipes, I'm simply going to put a piece of pipe here that comes up to a little bit above that level. So that hopefully the water that runs within this area goes into the gully, and obviously the raised area wouldn't take up any water that wouldn't go through the alley of my pipe. Okay guys, finally got it in, but I tell you, these 110mm PVC pipes are not easy to connect, and so one of the easier ways is to get dish soap mixed with a little bit of water to just make the end that enters a little bit more slippery, because those rubber rings really make it tough to get that pipe in there, which makes sense because they use this for probably sewage and those type of things. So yeah, now I need to connect this pipe onto this one. Then our high pressure line has got water. Alright, so I'm gonna put a 90-degree on this one, because I might need to make this pipe a little bit shorter. By far the easiest way to cut this pipe, guys, is with a garden shears, like this. Off she goes. Okay guys, darkness have befallen me, and I've realized that elbow is quite silly. Really, to get this thing planted quite nicely in the soil, sorry, where's the camera? Planted nicely in the soil, there's no need for this elbow being in the way there. As well as when my irrigation pipe for the zone comes out, it's also going to pop up, which is stupid. I really want to keep it underneath the ground, run it along the wall and start there somewhere and run it all the way down there. Alright, so it's a few days on, and now I can do this. Okay, this hose pipe's an absolute monstrosity, but it's the only one with a key valve or turf key or a turf valve, whatever, on it. So I'll try and do this with maybe like a 20-meter hose pipe that I keep just behind this wall. This part's about 35 meters or 33 meters, so I think a 20-meter hose pipe will be sufficient. But now I've got high pressure water outside. Woo! And that is 6 bars of pressure coming through this pipe. Because I might actually just give this wall a quick rinse for the first time. Okay, there's not a whole lot more work that I need to do on this wall besides to replaster or redo this top section, because it's obviously not strong enough. It's chipping out like that as soon as I stand on it. And obviously there's going to be lawnmowers that's running over that, maybe even potentially like spike rollers, like those type of things. I need to have it strong like this. Even though this has got a little bit of a rougher finish, I think I still need to go for that. The other thing is I still need to clean a lot of these stones to give it the correct effect. I don't know if it'll come through on the camera. Yes, it kind of is what it says, the camera. But I need to clean these stones like there, so that the stone shows and it's not looking like a plastered wall. You get what I'm saying? So like here, it's kind of alright, but can still do with cleaning this off and having the stone in contrast with your grout. But yeah guys, that's how it looks. Right, so if you're not familiar with this is how it works, guys. So basically all you do is, it's probably one of the fastest way to get full flowing water. You just push it down firmly. Easy as that. to release it, ooh, it's a lot of pressure. The pipe I'm using is a 1-inch 25mm SABS HDPE high density polyethylene. I would imagine is the non-abbreviated name for this pipe. SABS spec pipe to keep my high pressure water from my borehole contained until I want to use it. The last thing about this hose pipe and this high pressure that I've got outside here is I want this because it's such a hassle to pull the hose pipe from my nearest tap, which is right there. Let me show you. That one right there, behind all these plants. To have it come out all the way here, then somebody closes the gate and then the hose pipe drags along here, then this thing derails and all those stupid things. As well as it's quite difficult to throw the hose pipe underneath the electric fence there. Firstly, you have to switch off the electric fence, which is stupid, or you could risk shocking with that electric fence. I've done that 3 times. 2 of the 3 times I fell to my knees, nearly passed out. I would ideally not want to do that again. Right guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. That was my high pressure line coming out here. The next video, this one might have been a little bit short, not that informative, but I hope you found that insightful and enjoying this journey with me. The next one will be where I dig for irrigation pipes and sprinkler heads. So that'll be a little bit more informative and a little bit more lawn related. I hope to see you in that video. Thanks for watching. If you like it, gooi 'n like. If you enjoy this channel, gooi subscribe. See you in the next one. Cheers, bye bye. I just threw half a liter of ice cold water down my shoe.